Good morning, San Antonio and Austin. Guess where we are? Back at our favorite place to shop, Go-Go Boutique. And I'm wearing one of their perfect summer numbers. So if you're planning a trip or you need to freshen up your wardrobe, of course, this is our go-to. But let's not waste any time. We also need our Thursday motivation. Here's Jen Guidry with this morning's advice. Hello everybody, thanks for rising and shining with us. Of course, it's 8:30 a.m. I'm not sure what time you rolled out of bed, but we've got the Jen Guidry here with us to tell us why you might need to set that alarm clock a little bit earlier.
Absolutely.
I feel like you're preaching to the choir.
I feel like this segment is for you, Karen. All right, so ask me what time I got up this morning and every day.
What time did Jen Guidry get up this morning?
4 a.m. 4 a.m.
Girl.
Well, let me explain to you.
Okay.
So statistically, Harvard Business did a study, and 92% of high achievers have an early morning routine. And what I discovered during my, we'll say, the reformulation of Jen was that I wasn't spending any time with myself. Like, I was working my butt off, and by the time I was done working every day, I was so tired that I didn't take care of myself.
Right.
So what I started doing is I started getting up early, and I was not a morning person to begin with at all.
Okay, I'll buy that.
I started with, 6 a.m. And then I would do my little morning routine, and then it started getting earlier and earlier and earlier, because what I found was the more I took time to develop myself, the better I was in every single other aspect of my life.
How long did it take to create that habit? Because now I'm sure you pop out of bed like it's no big deal,
Yeah. It took about a year for me to get, honest, right? It's not like you just wake up. If you're not a morning person, don't set your alarm for 4 a.m. tomorrow morning, but start in, 30 or 15 minute increments. And the key is that you have to do things to take care of yourself. So when I mentioned before that, high achievers have a morning routine. It's not to have a morning routine so you can start working earlier. It's having a morning routine to take time to, like we do a Bible study. I do meditations in the morning. I work out. I read. I do all the personal development things that are for me before I go to work.
I can imagine a lot of people are guilty of picking up their phone first thing when they wake up.
No.
Is that part of this 4 a.m. routine?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
I didn't think so.
Not at all. And when I coach people and when I work with people, one of the very first things I have them do is they take their work email off their phone, and they also take all of the notifications off their phone.
Oh.
So when I tell people that, they're like, no way, there's no way I could do that. But let me tell you, Karen, it's the most peaceful thing that you can do in your life. Because what do the notifications do? It's like creates anxiety, creates chaos. But yeah, you don't want to look at your phone. You don't want to work on your work email. You want to spend that morning with you.
Just when I was going to change the show to 4 a.m. What do you think? No? Okay, that's me time. Remember that? Not
it's
society
me time.
8:30 is society time.
Yes. And one other thing I want to add to that, which I think is so important, is you really have to establish, again, that routine where you're doing the same things every morning. And girl, it will change your life. It will change your life. Most people, they wake up 30 minutes or 45 minutes before they go. They're rushing around everywhere. And by the time they get to work, it's like, they're frazzled.
Yeah,
right?
And you probably also get to the point where you can mentally function better because you've already been up for a few hours.
Definitely. You're at
ready.
Your highest and best. Yeah. So starting your day with calm instead of chaos, and you will find that you will get more work done in less time if you got up earlier and took care of yourself.
Well, you heard it from Jen. I've heard this many, many times, but coming from you and seeing, your journey and just how well put together you are, I'm buying this theory.
It's made a significant difference in my life and the people who start, adopting and doing it.
And we'll have, you have so many other tips for us. I can't wait to hear all about them. For the month of May. Fresh new segments with Jen Guidry, don't miss. And we'll be right back after this.